All right. Well, this one's going to be criminally short. Um, I'm doing like 3 and 4 verses on both just to sync up. I already wrote down my entire list through Saturday. Um, through Saturday, February 20th. I've already wrote it down of what column I'm going to be in. And so I start Ephesians on Tuesday, and they will be bigger studies in Revelation too, because it'll be full columns. But because I read one column out of my dad's old Bible at a time, that's what I present to y'all. And so over a 4-day span, you'll cover both pages, column 1, column 2, and then the next page, column 1, column 2, or what you would say, column 3, column 4. If you're reading from left to right, if you open up a book and the page has 2 columns. So it's just a long story, but it's for me to sync it up, because when I start Ephesians, it'll start on turning the page. It's right after Galatians. So I'm doing, it wouldn't work to do it one big long study on both because I've already numbered this whole sheet of paper out. So I'll give you something a little extra on other stuff. So as many as desire to make fair show in the flesh, they constrain you to be circumcised, only lest they should suffer persecution for the cross of Christ. Neither they themselves who are circumcised keep the law, but desire to have you circumcised, that they may glory in your flesh. God forbid that I should glory save in the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, by whom the world is crucified unto me, and I unto the world. So, very difficult to explain and understand all of that. So, we're going to go to the New Living, read it out of there. To those who are trying to force you to be circumcised, who want to look good to others, they don't want to be persecuted for teaching the cross of Christ alone, that the Christ of Christ alone could save. And even those who advocate circumcision don't keep the whole law themselves. They only want you to be circumcised so they can boast about it and claim you as their disciples. Yes. As for me, may I never boast about anything except the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ. Because of that cross, my interest in this world has been crucified, and the world's interest in me has also died. And that's just it. You got to let go of the world. You got to let go of the world. You've got to let go of the world. And you can't let go of the world on your own. The Lord will beat the world out of you, and you will end up out of the world. But it wasn't by your choice. He said, God forbid that I should glory. Save the cross. He didn't say boast or brag. You don't ever brag. You don't ever boast. You don't have pride, and you're never proud. Because everything has been given to you, ordained by the Lord at the foundation of the world. So that's why I wanted to go back and look at that again. In Revelation, and I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look therein or thereon. And I wept much, John said, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not, because the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And we'll get to the rest tomorrow. Again, it will be a short teaching. So to make up for today's short teaching, what should I show y'all? You want to just do some basic election predestination items? So we got that. So we can do I don't know. I feel like I've taught y'all all this other stuff very recently. Y'all haven't had any questions. We can go through the New Covenant. I taught that today in one of my other Bible studies. Another one of my YouTube videos on my other channel. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, I will make a new covenant. Was the plan all along, wasn't it? Of course. With the house of Israel and the house of Judah, which at the time this was written, they were divided. Judah was Judah, and then Israel was these northern kingdoms of Israel that had fallen away more to a pagan lifestyle. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. My covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. So his church has always been the bride. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. He no longer says Israel and Judah, because the new covenant is all one church. And the church is Israel, and Israel is the church. In Acts 7:38, the church that was on Mount Sinai receiving the Ten Commandments. Says it right there in the New Testament. They referred to the Old Testament Jews as the church, because it's always been the church. We are grafted in Jews out of Romans 9:11. It tells that story. It's a very difficult story. The two most difficult chapters in the New Testament to read and understand, even in the New Living. I mean, a lot of Paul's epistles are tough to understand in the King James, but even in the New Living, is Romans 7 and Romans 11. And because 7 is about sin and it's very confusing, and Romans 11 is only about the Jewish lineage bloodline. It's not about the actual church. It's speaking about the only bloodline, and it speaks about us being grafted in Jews. It is a circumcision of the heart, which is another Bible verse that I can't remember. But he says, after those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And verse 34 is key, where it says, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, which is how it was done through the prophets. It's not done like that today. You can't go into a church and get the truth. You can't even listen to me and understand the truth unless the Lord is giving it to you. You can listen to what I'm saying and it won't make sense and you'll dismiss it and go on. You might not ever listen to another video of mine again, because the truth is spiritually discerned. It's funny, I went through these same ones today because it really is the same story. The natural man, which is either a lost sheep or a goat, receiveth not, because there's no free will, receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God. And it's the Spirit of God where you're no longer teaching another human to know the Lord. The Spirit of God does it. For they are foolishness unto him. The truth is foolish. The real Jesus is the truth. When you tell people the real Jesus, they don't like the real Jesus. They like the hippie Jesus. They like the Jesus that loves everybody. He's all about love and love and love and love, and he loves everybody. But if you don't say you believe in him, then he's going to burn you all for eternity, and you're just going to be screaming, oh. Or they go, oh, well, you'll just be absent from God, so you'll just be, I don't know, just floating or forever. Just stupid. It's dumb and it's stupid and it's stupid and it's dumb. They are foolishness unto him, and neither can they know them, because they are spiritually discerned. You are told the truth in the Spirit. He speaks to your gut. He turns you. He changes you. He pulls you out of the world spiritually. And you will follow through physically and mentally. Faith without works is dead. For they shall all know me, from least to the greatest of them, saith the Lord. That means the church. From least to the greatest, saith the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquity and remember their sin no more. And that's a very long and involved process, which is all taught throughout the New Testament, which is what I teach in my Bible study. All right, anyway, love you very much. Y'all deserved a short day, right? All right, love you.